And welcome. I wanted to, before we jump into the Q&A, and again, if you have a question, go ahead and enter it now, and then I'll answer those live. I wanted to share some information about an upcoming event as well. So this will be our V Forum online, and so that's on May 13th. We're going to have 38 technical breakouts. There'll be practical-based sessions around build, run, and manage. You have video Q&A as well as 10 hands-on labs. So the link below is a great place to go and register. And again, it is a half-day event on May 13th. So we look forward to seeing you there. So I'm going to stop sharing that and get back to Q&A. So a couple of the questions that we've had are really good questions. So one is which on-prem vSphere versions can be linked to VMware Cloud on AWS? So we support backward compatibility. It's very different than enhanced linked mode today, where we can go backward compatible to vSphere 6 Update 3 with hybrid linked mode. So that's as far back as we go. Anything beyond that would not be able to enter linked mode. And then the other was around, another good question was around the sizer. And again, I want to emphasize, you can go right to the website, bmcsizer.vmware.com, and experiment with the tool very easily. But why doesn't it just connect to vCenter and pull that data? And so there's more complexity there than just connecting to vCenter. Obviously, that would be fairly easy. So we're looking at options to make the data import easier here. And so, you know, if you have feedback on what you would like to see there, let your account team know so that we can feed that back and make sure we integrate that into the product. Let me see if there was anything else. I think one of the other questions that I frequently get is around latency and requirements for vMotion live migration of workloads. So there's a couple ways to do that, right? So the vast majority of customers take a large percentage of their workloads and they do what we call a bulk migration that Paul talked about. What that does is it pre-replicates that VM out to VMware Cloud on AWS, and then you schedule a time, and then it executes a reboot where it comes up. But for critical workloads that you just can't accept downtime on, we have another option, which is live vMotion. And so this can be done natively if you're in hybrid linked mode to do that, or you can do that with HCX as well. So, you know, to do it natively without HCX, we require a direct connect. But with HCX, you can do that across the internet as well, live vMotion. And so I recommend, and HCX is included with the product. It's not some extra charge. It's just an add-on service that is included as part of VMware Cloud on AWS. You can utilize that to migrate those workloads, and I highly recommend using HCX as much as possible. Just got another question. Can we use AWS Lambda with VMC on AWS? So the answer is yes. There's no reason you can't use any native AWS services. The unique thing about Lambda, though, to keep in mind is Lambda is a regional-based service, not a VPC-based service. So it wouldn't necessarily use that elastic network interface, that ENI, but you can use your direct connect, right, and create a public VIF, and then communicate directly to that AWS Lambda. But everything we're doing, all of the integration with AWS is really just a network integration. So all those services that are accessible across the network, those will just work with VMs running in VMware Cloud on AWS. So with that, I think that's all the time we have for questions. I want to be very respectful of everyone's time. I do want to thank you for attending today's session and encourage you, if there is interest in VMware Cloud on AWS, there's very easy ways to trial it. We have a OneNode that you can do via self-service via credit card. We have pilots that you can do. So please just work with your account team, and I'm sure we have an option that'll work for you to try the service out and prove that it is the right place for your workloads. So with that, I really appreciate your time today, and have a great rest of your day.